tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Servando. I've been in this industry for about 5-6 years. I got started in 2011. At first I got started with SEO, and then after a couple of years I moved to paid traffic after getting to know the Stack That Money forum. And I've been running on Facebook and pop traffic, mobile content offers, and pretty much that's what I'm doing for the last years. So it's been a very interesting ride, and hopefully it's going to be better next year, right?
What motivates you to keep blogging?
Well, first of all, I've been blogging for almost 11 years in different verticals, not affiliate marketing actually. So I still get like motivation because the blogs help you not only to build an audience, but they help you like to meet more people in the industry. It helps you create a community, and there's also people that always will come and say you like, I read this blog post for you maybe 1 year ago, and thanks to you now I'm doing this, so I'm really grateful about it, and it feels great. So sharing some information at least like once per month, it feels great and still keeps me motivated as well. So it's a good way to keep track of what I've been doing for the last years, and I like it. So I mean, even if there are gurus out there, I still like to blog and I enjoy it.
Imagine you are a newbie affiliate entering the industry today. Which vertical or niche would you choose? What would be your strategy for success?
Based on the budget they have, if they have a lower budget, let's say like 1K, 2K per month, I would start with pop traffic. It's easier to get started there because you only have like one variable less, which is banners. You just cut that and you go straight to landing page, right? So you have one thing less to analyze and optimize. So pop traffic is good because it comes really fast, there's good volume there, and you can learn fast the ropes to optimize. Another thing I would recommend is Facebook if you have a little higher budget, because you can do e-commerce and do all wired stuff, which is working really well right now, and then like learn the ropes there as well. In case of pop traffic, I would recommend sweepstakes, because those are like they work like it's an evergreen niche, so they work all the time, and basically it's like you can get started with low payout offers and get more data and analyze it as well. So yeah, pop traffic is definitely a good choice to get started. Otherwise, Facebook would be like my choice with e-commerce.
Which are the 3 skills an affiliate should have to be successful and to become a super affiliate?
Well, I think number 1 is persistence. When you're starting, you need to test a lot of things, you need to learn a lot of things, and you also have to take action, because otherwise you're just like reading all the time, but you don't do anything. So persistence is like really important. Also focus. Like you need to focus on one traffic source, one kind of like one vertical, so you can really dominate it. Because if you're jumping from one traffic source to another and just spending a little bit in every place, you're not going to learn much. And also, even if you are successful and you find like good offers and you have like really good campaigns, after a while they will die. So you really need to like keep working, because otherwise it's just like you're just gonna ride a good wave and then it will just disappear, and you will be left like back to the like many affiliates go back to the 9 to 5 jobs after that, because they don't have like the persistence to do it again. So they need the motivation as well. So I would say like focus, persistence, and motivation are 3 really important skills there.
The market is now more regulated than ever before. What's the future of the industry, and what should affiliates take into account while promoting mobile content offers?
Actually, the first time I saw like CPA offer, almost like 10 years ago, they were already like pin submits with mobile content. Most of it was for desktop, now it's mostly mobile. But like every year I see many people saying that pin submits or mobile content is dying. But to be honest, it's always evolving. There's always regulations from new countries or carriers that they don't like a few things, and then of course like some geos go down, but at the same time some other geos go up. So it's something that you have to keep evolving with it, because at the end of the day it's still working for 10 years, and it's gonna be like in 2 years maybe we will be wondering, oh, now it's dying, but still like 2 years ago you were saying the same, right? So you just need to adapt and evolve, and keep up with the regulations and carriers, and try to be like more like creative with your style. Also for mobile, there's also app installs, there's like credit card submits, and there's other information as well. So you can still do like good volume there. and just keep testing. I mean, there's a lot of really good countries in the Middle East or Africa, and they're still working really good. And maybe in others not so much, but you need to learn what's working and keep testing.
Some affiliates are saying that traffic is getting more and more expensive and that it's hard to get profitable margins. Which advice would you give them?
Well, as always, there's going to be competition, and the more I think it gets cut, it's going to be like more people pouring in, and the prices go up, of course. So, well, one thing you can do is go direct, like go more direct than other people. So instead of buying from the traffic source, you can still buy from like the huge sites and make more profit cutting some networks. One other thing to consider is when something gets too hot and a lot of people are coming in, of course it's going to get crowded and the prices are going to raise. But at the same time, there are some other pockets that they are leaving because they are moving to this one. So you can take advantage of that, and then maybe later, if the traffic it's like too crowded, there are a lot of people who are gonna leave it again. So it's gonna come back eventually. So it's like an evolution. It's like a wave. Sometimes you ride it on the top, but sometimes you just need to wait a few months and then it goes back. So that's why I said you need to be persistent, right? Because you need to, and it's normal. It's like it happens everywhere. It happens in e-commerce, native ads, pop traffic, mobile. Like, I mean, it's always like that. So you just need to adapt, and maybe when something is like really hot, maybe try other things that people are leaving and take advantage of that.
Which are the tools and resources for competitive intelligence that every affiliate marketer should use?
Well, if you're running pop traffic or display or even native traffic, I think Adplexity is one of the best tools right now to have. They have got like a version for each type of traffic, and it covers a lot of offers and landing page. So if you're starting, that's the best way to get to know like what's working overall and give you a whole idea of what's working. And if you're running on Facebook, it's a different story, of course. But otherwise, I think besides that, which is a really good tool, you can do also manual spying, get your own VPNs or your own networks and check everything and see what's working. Because sometimes, I mean, affiliates are intelligent as well, so they like to hide their stuff, and the only way you can see it is like surfing like really like any other internet user. So I think pretty much I like Adplexity for intelligence, and otherwise you just do like manual spying and see what's working to get an idea.
What are the most common mistakes you see affiliates making?
For instance, the first one is choosing high payout offers at the beginning. So let's say they want to buy pop traffic and they have a budget of $50 per day, and they choose an offer that pays like $20. So they spend, I don't know, like $20 or $50, and they have no conversions, and they think something's wrong and it's not working. But to be honest, it's not enough to like take any conclusions. So it's much better to start with low payout offers and then move into something higher if it's working for you. Otherwise, you're gonna spend much more money and you will not get enough data to even blacklist a few websites. So that's one problem I've seen many affiliates do. Another thing they do is trying to run on Facebook, but running like black hat offers. And then after 1 week they get banned and they have nothing else to do. They have no idea how to interact with Facebook that way. So it's probably not something I recommend unless you are experienced there. And also another thing is like trying to pour your money. Let's say you have $1,000 per month, and instead of putting, let's say, 500 and 500 in two networks, a lot of people put like 100 in each network, and they test 100 networks, right? So it's that way you really won't learn much about the ropes of how the network really works, how to optimize. So I would recommend at least spending probably like $500 in each network to test it and see if it's working or not for you.
Which traffic sources or traffic types do you explore and why?
Facebook is very interesting right now because a lot of people are moving into white hat stuff there. They are doing e-commerce, they are doing lead gen, and it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest traffic source right now in the world, besides AdWords. So that's one I would really recommend you to dive in, learn the ropes, and then build a business there. Besides that, if you're starting, pop traffic is still good. Native is kind of like in the middle, so you need higher budgets to get started there, and there's also like bot traffic, so you need to optimize as well. So I think Facebook and pop traffic are like really good. Also, even redirect traffic, like it's very similar to pop traffic, but with higher quality, lower volume as well, but you can learn faster.
What should affiliates bear in mind when it comes to the topic of affiliate fraud?
Well, for instance, the affiliates that are doing fraud, they're not really building a business. They are just making quick money sometimes, and there's a big risk there. So because many times they don't get paid, and it's fair. They shouldn't get paid, right? I think for most people, they really need, if they want to build something, they really need to focus on something that you can sell later, or at least that it's worth for both sides, the advertiser, the network, and the affiliates. Otherwise, you're going to be out of business in a couple of months or 6 months or whatever. So I don't really encourage anybody to do this kind of business. Fraud is not good. It's not good for anybody, and a lot of people think it's a scam. So it doesn't help the whole industry as well. And that's the reason why we are in this performance industry, right? Because it's not only about impressions or getting leads, but it's also about performance. Like if the leads are converting for the advertisers, they are gonna give you more money because it's working, and better budgets, and they will pay faster. So at the end of the day, like, I don't encourage that at all, and I hope like that's why the performance helps a lot to measure and have lower risks on both sides, right? So I just, like, if you just want to build a good business here, don't do fraud. Just don't do it.
Which sources of information, knowledge, and training should affiliates use to stay updated?
For instance, I like a lot the Mobidea Academy. I've been following it for 2 or 3 years actually. There's like really good guides there on how to get started, how to set up the tracker and traffic sources, and every new affiliate should just check out that blog because they will learn a lot. There's also a couple of forums I would like to recommend. Stack That Money, because it's a really good forum. And also if you are more newbie, Affiliate Fix is also really good, and there's a lot of information there for free to help you get started. Besides that, I think it's mostly about like keeping up with some blogs, but you can basically count them with your hands, like with your fingers actually, because there's not much information outside. So just focus on that and get started, and maybe do like a follow along in the forums so other people can help you, and that should give you enough data to kind of grow and see what's working and what's not.
Should affiliates read a specific book to succeed?
Not really. Like, I would really recommend them to take action every day, launch campaigns every day, and basically just focus on what's working. If they are not doing anything, even if they read a lot of books, I know there are like quite a few really good books for marketing, but if they, at the end of the day, if they don't do like what they learn, it's not gonna work. So at the beginning, learning is okay, but you really need to take action. So I could recommend a few ones, but like if you are a newbie, like just take action first.
What can you say about the hottest affiliate marketing trends for 2018?
Well, I think e-commerce is here to stay for a while. There's a lot of marketers doing e-com, drop shipping, or selling like print-on-demand products, or even their own physical products. So I think that's going to be like a huge trend next year. Also, cryptocurrencies are like really good, and there's going to be a lot of offers changing, but some verticals like sweepstakes, they are going to stay here. There's always like Nutra, mobile content, still it's going to be here. So I don't know, this industry is really fast, it changed a lot, so what we think about it like right now, maybe in 6 months it won't be the same, so it's difficult to predict. But the evergreen offers and verticals, they are going to be here like almost forever.
What were the biggest surprises in affiliate marketing in 2017?
Cryptocurrencies. I think like nobody was speaking about it at the beginning of the year, and then suddenly after April or May, everybody started talking about it, and now it's like huge. It's a huge market. It grew a lot. Like not only for affiliates, like a lot of people investing from all the world, and I think it's going to be like a really huge trend next year. This year was like a complete surprise, and now everybody's talking about it. There's also offers about cryptocurrency as well. And well, we'll see, because it's a really unexplored terrain, and next year I think it's really crucial for that to either live or just completely die, but we'll see.
How do you see Mobidea?
I think you are a really good network. For instance, you have a lot of things to help newbies to get started, like the Mobidea Academy. You also now provide a tracker, which is quite important for any affiliate, and a lot of people, they cannot afford at the beginning like an expensive tracker, right? So that's really good. And the smart links help you a lot to monetize like all the traffic. Doesn't matter if it's coming from different geos or different mobile devices or OS or browsers. So that's something really good. And since you have a lot of data coming from all the geos and all the affiliates, then you can get and optimize like the best offers for each smart link. And you have also direct offers as well. So I mean, I think you guys are doing great, and I've seen you working in this market, but also like in Latin America with other people speaking Spanish, which most networks don't really explore, because they need a team that speaks Spanish and that knows that market as well. And I think you will do great next year. So far I like it a lot.
Any future plans you'd like to share with us?
For instance, if you are a newbie, just focus on something. Don't get attracted like for cryptocurrencies and then e-com and pop traffic and whatever's working. Just focus on something and just make it work. Just make it work. And if you really want to build like something that you can sell later, focus on building something that's working, that you can really see that's making a good opportunity for everybody. And don't try to do fraud, of course, and just focus on what's working right now.